Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on the 11th-ranked team in the land, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Mountaineers will kick it off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Razorbacks offense will have the first possession of the game. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense, their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him.
Turning it off! And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Razorbacks moving quickly to the line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
The Razorbacks with the 1st and 10.
Well, this guy's getting himself into a rhythm here early. You just saw a beautiful throw in the previous play. Now,
and the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big game. He does it again. He's got the knack of just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using it.
Scores on the sneak. And the Hogs have put up the first touchdown in the game, and whooping.
Whooping, going nuts in the stands. Great fan base. They get excited, and you get out to the lead early, putting that score on the board. They are going nuts.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So the West Virginia Mountaineers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And, David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs it.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Pocket breaking down. Fires downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. He's looking to throw. Has to uncork this one off his back foot. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive, got to need better effort in the back end.
Breaks into the open. Guided out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 14. And the Razorbacks are in the hurry-up. Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on second and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Looking to fire. Lets it go to the end zone. Fires the pass. Intercepted.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big kick.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. The pull and throw off the RPO. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. It's on target and complete. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone. The Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. To send out this offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. To the air on first down. Gonna take a shot. It's complete. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. David, you're the analyst. I'll defer to you, but it was as if he saw cover 1 and says, I'm attacking downfield.
God, I like that. You should always defer to me in all situations, but exactly right. See the safety. Now I know the outside third of the field is mine. It's a one-on-one matchup with the corner. I like my guy.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. He'll return it. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. West Virginia has it back ready to dive into that playbook. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. first down, wants to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And this has not been a good start for this offense. Like, this whole team, actually. They're already found themselves in a big hole. They're already trailing. They're going to need to throw the football, and you're going to have to protect your guy. This protection has to be better so he can make more plays.
Makes the catch. Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble.
After giving up a few extra yards after a hitch throw, I wonder if this defense is going to want to give this guy this much access moving forward. They might be thinking about more press coverage or playing some zone coverage where the corner's right up on it.
He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. We reach the break. Arkansas has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So first down here as they go back to work. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Mountaineers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Working that left side now. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Mountaineers have their offense in high gear. They'll run it from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
And the Mountaineers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Catch in the middle, it's Potts. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. The Mountaineers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Oh, they're after him! And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Just a great job by the quarterback, the running back, the offensive line. Sneaky little devils. What do? Make it look like pass, sneak in the run, catch you off guard. Great play call by the offense.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. They'll leave it with him. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. Now the lead is down to 11. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. Boise State is getting handled right now at home. Someone needs to step in here, throw in the towel, and stop this fight. They're trailing by 14 to Purdue. Just another week in the Mountain West where the only constant...
Gonna take a shot at this DB. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
The Razorbacks will hustle to the line. Goes to the option. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. They get to the line quickly. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab at the 30. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they're on top.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Under fire. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got him this time. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got an open man. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And the Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Mountaineers are threatening in the red zone. Rides the back and leaves it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. It's complete to the right. Now the connection takes him to the 11.
And you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. And the Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wants to throw on 3rd down. He's got it and still on his feet. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to pass. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. That one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. He was on target with his first kick, and this one ought to be easy from 20 yards away. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Are forced to settle for 3.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to throw on first down. He uncorks one deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Fayetteville. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's hear another hog call and send it back to the guys in Razorback Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Just about set to get this second half underway. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high rate.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Gets rid of it. And the missed connection on third down. The Mountaineers send out the punt unit. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Quarterback empties his backfield. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Looking to fire. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Great place to start for this offense. From the gun, the running back has it. He breaks a tackle. And that spin move kept the play alive and let this guy pick up a few extra yards. And the Mountaineers in a good spot here with second and short. The give to the back. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Back open in the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Mountaineers will have it first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Dances away to buy time. Oh, what a cut! And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Mountaineers! What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain when your defensive ends. You got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays, and you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Razorbacks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Caught near the sticks, it's Ellington. That one to really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Just keeps swinging it. Trying to escape and get it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. And the Razorbacks want to move quickly.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
The Razorbacks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He's got him. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Looking to push the pace with the no-huddle. Wants to go up top on first down. And the runner is down, and so is the flag. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here comes the offense on first down. The snap sets up to throw. They're setting up the screen. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Arkansas!
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, too. If I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
He's into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and they stretch that lead to 16.
And that's what makes this guy so dynamic. Not only is he good using his legs out in the field, but down here close to the goal line, if things aren't open, he can get it in himself running it, and they do for 2 points.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Nice move to keep running. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. From the 39-yard line, it's first and 10. The give to the tailback. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. And the Mountaineers can really attack on this second and short. The play action fake. Unloads to the right. It's caught downfield. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Caught behind the line. It's Potts. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Mountaineers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Potts. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Buys a little time. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. And the Mountaineers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They'll leave it with the lone back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to...
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. And the Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Wants to throw on 1st down. Takes an easy completion. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackled.
Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. This offense thrives on those big, explosive plays, and that one has them set up with a 1st and 10 from the 17. And he's brought down after a nice gain. A 2-tier job for this offense. First, get the touchdown, then the 2 to try to pull even here in the 4th quarter. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Not a lot of space down here on the goal line when you're trying to run the football. You might want to think about going to the perimeter or maybe throwing it next time.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, West Virginia. Here comes the 2-point try.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. Going over the top. He's got it down the right side. Turns on the Jets. Touchdown, Razorbacks. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. A remarkable grab just keeps piling up scores.
I'm about to say, remarkable day. I mean, a remarkable career. Goodness gracious. This is a day that you just dream about having. You have these days in high school, but not in college. You're like, dang, this is as good as it gets. Nobody can stop him. He's absolutely in the zone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Got the quick completion. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Reads it, fires complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Offense gets set for second down. To the ground with the back. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick release on the RPO. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Potts. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Mountaineers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. First down, operating in the red zone and doing it in a den of noise. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Quarterback on the keeper. He's stopped right there, short of the first down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead. This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance, converts on fourth down, still going. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. They'll try to slam it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Got it in the middle. It's Ellington. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And the Razorbacks in a good spot here with second and short. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ellington. There he brought down after a nice gain. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
I feel like this guy's having one of those games. It happens maybe once in your life. He's just been open everywhere on the field. He's been lighting up the scoreboard. He's turning these defenders around. They just simply can't cover him.
Looking downfield on first down. He'll run the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Makes the catch. It's Ellington. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And the Razorbacks come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. The final play of regulation, and now we head to overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
The Razorbacks will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Just a couple they need to pick up here on 3rd and short in overtime. Wants to throw again. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his back in the middle. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Looking to scramble. Touchdown, Arkansas! They strike first here in overtime. The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, and they pick it off. What a huge defensive play in overtime. And the takeaway will put the finishing touches on this one. My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away there, but it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here, we're bouncing around, we're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a great win for this team to go out and do it in overtime. That's the type of game that fans are going to be talking about for a long time, Dave.
Free. Yeah, right. If you know Reese Davis, that is not happening, but we got a free game that was awesome, back and forth, nip and tuck, and bonus time. You got some free overtime play in that one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.